You have an opportunity in today's video to actually take action and enact change. I'm going to talk about the House of Representatives passing a resolution 310 to 58, honoring Charlie Kirk, denouncing political violence, and honoring his legacy. 58 Democrats. I'm going to show you a screenshot in just a second. I want you to take out your phone, whatever you're doing. I want you to take a screenshot, take a picture, because you have a chance to be proactive. The Democrat leader, this is somebody they're hailing as their next top contender for presidential nominee in 2028. It's mind-boggling, but when you look at this cauldron of lost soulless ghouls, it makes sense. AOC had the audacity to make one of the most repulsive speeches, actually attacking Charlie Kirk. The ink isn't even dry on the man's death certificate. There's a funeral memorial that is happening. President Trump's going to be there. We're going to be there live. Make sure you subscribe and follow on Sunday. And she has the audacity to do this. I'm going to also share with you a video of Rashida Tlaib losing her mind in session, screaming at the top of her lungs at Byron Donaldson, Senator Donaldson. And then I'm going to end the video on a high note. I have a very special video. I promise you, if you stick around, it's going to be worth your while. I have a video of author Frank Turek, who was in the vehicle, who was right there next to Charlie Kirk, right after that fatal bullet hit his neck. And when he tells us what happened, when I share with you what he says, it's going to bring, the hairs of the back of the hairs on my arm and my neck are rising right now as I say this. It's so powerful, moving, and it's just so, it gives a nice resolution, and it makes me warm, and it's going to make us feel a glowing sense of closure. I promise you, you don't want to miss this. But first, I want everybody, get out your phones, if you're watching this on your devices, I want you to take a screenshot. Here are the 58 Democrats who voted against honoring Charlie Kirk. I want you to make sure you take a picture. You can see Ghetto Crockett is in there. You can see Ocasio-Cortez, AOC is in there. 58 Democrats, 38 answered present, which is just cowardice, essentially. Sanchez, Goldman from New York, of course. This is the gutless. This is the heartless. This is the swamp vermin that President Trump is trying to eradicate from our government, which is supposed to be of the people, by the people, and for the people. These guys are for anybody but. The U.S. Senate, here's some good news, though. The U.S. Senate passed a bipartisan resolution. This was yesterday, designating October 14th, Charlie Kirk's birthday, as a National Day of Remembrance. The beautiful divine justice here is Charlie Kirk shares a birthday with George Floyd. So every time they want to talk about this felon and fentanyl addict who has caused more damage, more billions of dollars of property damage, riots, erected a terrorist organization in Black Lives Matter, BLM, October 14th, George Floyd's birthday, Charlie Kirk's birthday. And now it is a national holiday, a national day of remembrance. I'm so moved and I'm so happy. There's good news here. Now, let's get to the business at hand. I want to share with you this. This is so important to share this. And you can take more action just by taking a screenshot of those people and writing to them and letting them know how you feel. I guarantee you, after you see this clip, this horrific, vile clip, of, again, this is somebody that the Democrats are hailing as their top nominee, the top contender. All polls, all surveys, all internal reviews illustrate this and disclose that she is the top contender. It's not Crockett, thank God. She is the top contender. And she had the audacity to say this about Charlie Kirk. Watch.
Today, the Republican House majority brought to the floor a resolution honoring, quote, honoring the life and legacy of Charlie Kirk. Today's resolution only underscores the majority's recklessness by choosing to author this condemnation and honoring on a purely partisan basis, instead of uniting Congress in this tragedy with one of the many bipartisan options to condemn political violence and Kirk's murder, as we did with the late Melissa Hortman. Instead, the majority proceeded with a resolution that brings great pain to the millions of Americans who endured segregation, Jim Crow, and the legacy of bigotry today. We should be clear about who Charlie Kirk was. A man who believed that the Civil Rights Act that granted Black Americans the right to vote was a mistake, who after the violent attack on Paul Pelosi claimed that, quote, some amazing patriot, unquote, should bail out his brutal assailant.
Okay, I have to jump in here because this is all false. So Charlie Kirk did not say that the Civil Rights Voting Act in 1964 should have never happened. That it had nothing to do with blacks, not him, some racial. Look at what they're doing. You see what she does? It had nothing to do with race. It had nothing to do with being black. It had nothing to do with their race hustle and their race baiting. He was referring to Title IX, which states explicitly there can be no discrimination against any student, and that was being pawned and being used by government entities as government overreach. If you said anything about transgenders, if you said anything about them invading our daughters' bathrooms, they could use Title IX. So essentially what he was saying was it was a launching point for government overreach, which then turned into, which he's absolutely factually right, then turned into this DEI kind of fertile launching pad for pushing these woke DEI policies and directives on every facet of public life. And he was right about that. It had absolutely zero to do with race. But of course, it's the Democrats because they have no accomplishments, no achievements, no vision, no strategy. I mean, you remember when we used to say, name one accomplishment, and nobody could answer this during the election last year? Name one Kamala Harris accomplishment. Can somebody in the comments right now name me one accomplishment from this vile, lifeless this is the same person who said that Elon Musk is stupid and he's not innovative. The guy who's literally disrupted and completely turned upside down vertical after vertical, industry after industry. She has the audacity. This is exactly the perfect personification of socialism and communism. This is the state thinking, being so entitled, being so narcissistic, self-absorbed, being so self-elevating, really, that we know more than you do. We know better than you do. When you have your own freedoms and liberties, you cause chaos. When we tell you what to do, we tell you what to read, we tell you what to create, then everything is harmony. It's never worked. And somehow in 2025, we're about to have a communist mayor in the largest city in our union, New York City, and this vile, detestable person who is desecrating. These are repulsive words. What's the harm? What is the harm? You guys erected statues for George Floyd. What is the harm of designating honoring Charlie Kirk, a man who literally did nothing, an innocent father and husband gunned down by your violent rhetoric? How dare you? And what did he do? He engaged in a time-honored American tradition of healthy debate, a collision of ideas, something that was so devoid. I can speak to this more than anybody on universities across our great nation because our universities are really indoctrination camps. How dare you, AOC? And then this other measure, she talks about Pelosi and Paul. That's completely false. As a matter of fact, he did denounce it. He did condemn it. He never said anything of the point, but it doesn't fit with her narrative and her race baiting and her race hustling. And by the way, this is another person in Congress, just like Pelosi and just like a lot of these, like Hakeem's, they've become multi-millionaires on a salary of less than $200,000, $250,000 a year. It makes no sense. Race baiting and race hustling is big business.
And accused Jews of controlling, quote, not just the colleges, It's the nonprofits, it's the movies, it's Hollywood, it's all of it.
Okay, that's completely false as well. And also, if he was so anti-Semitic and against the Jews, why did Bibi Netanyahu, the prime minister of Israel, himself come out? Obama didn't do this. Kamala didn't do this. Biden didn't do this. None of the Democrats did this. Bibi Netanyahu himself went on live TV and said, "We are Charlie Kirk. We condemn this and we support him 100%. Why would the prime minister of Israel do that? These are all lies. Okay, I can't wait to get your thoughts on this, but I really want to ask this question one more time. Let me know. Give me one accomplishment. Charlie Kirk started a movement. Charlie Kirk galvanized the youth. Charlie Kirk, probably solely himself, got more of the younger vote, more percentage per capita of young people voting, young people engaged in thought, debate, critical thinking, issues that matter, issues that affect their lives, consequential policies. He got that ball rolling more than anybody on planet Earth in our country when it came to Gen Z voters, young voters, college-age voters. And what has AOC done? He built a business. He built a movement. He didn't do a thing wrong. He never hated anybody, never attacked anybody, not even personal ad hominem attacks. He was very, very respectful. Even people who were, maligning him and being very, very personal, attacking him, he still kept his cool. What have you done, AOC? Somebody name for me one accomplishment besides spit on America every chance you get, ruin your district, ruin the Bronx, ruin New York. New York is an absolute cesspool, just like Los Angeles and pretty much Chicago, every blue run city. Name me one accomplishment. But if you think she's nuts, check out her partner in the squad. This is Rashida Tlaib. Again, the ink isn't even dry on Charlie Kirk's death certificate. And she is saying, no, it's okay to say fascism. Watch.
We can't be passive right now. So nobody over there should take anything we say so personally, as if we're attacking them. No, we're attacking a process, not attacking people here. And I think it's really important. We need to stand up against this fascist takeover. That's not a bad word. It's a fact. And here in DC and across the country, it is so incredibly important, Mr. Chair, that this committee does not allow rhetoric that defames or paints Washington D.C. in a way that you all haven't really truly seen. You're just reading it. No, you're just reading it or something off of some.
Will the gentlelady yield to a question?
Yeah, I think it's really important.
Will the gentlelady yield?
No, I don't yield. I don't even have time. I can tell you.
Your time's expired.
It is expired, but Mr. Chair,
been,
but you all live here, and you're not telling people the beautiful parts that you do see in our nation's capital. And no, it's just wrong how we're doing it.
Chairman, I think it's insane that the gentlelady doesn't have an argument, but she's going to refer to me and some of my colleagues.
Mr. Donald,
we were from the Third Reich. This is insane.
You're going to look at 14, 15-year-olds as a bunch of criminals?
It's insane.
Oh,
do I look like a member of the Third Reich to you, Ms. Tlaib? Is that what I look like to you?
You're the one taking your voting card.
Is that what you think? Is that what you think? Is that what you think?
No, that's unethical.
I think it's radical and I think it's insane. And I'll respect everything that you say. But to say something like that to myself and a lot of my colleagues is way out of line. It's way out of line. It's way out of line.
Regular order, Mr.
Way out of line.
Regular order.
That's okay. But it's okay, right?
That is not how it goes.
It's okay, right?
You hold yourself accountable before you talk about
Hold myself accountable. Hold your own self accountable. How about that? Hold your own self accountable. How about that?
Free DC and make sure you vote with your own voting card. Don't be giving it to somebody else.
Cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo. We have literally clinically insane people in our chamber of Congress. And I don't know about you. You let me know in the comments. Do I think that they earn their seats legitimately? I mean, who would vote for AOC? Who would vote in their right mind? Did they earn their votes legitimately? Now there's new information coming out that mentally Ilhan Omar did, in fact, I haven't verified it yet. When I do, I'll do a video that mentally Ilhan Omar did marry her brother, that Obama did dump 80,000 Somalians in Minnesota so they could vote her into office. Nothing they do is above the table. Nothing. No vision, no strategy, no track record, no accomplishments, no solutions, zero inspiration. All they do is lie. When a tree breathes, oxygen is released. When a Democrat, a Hippocrat breathes, raw sewage pollutes the air. We cannot tolerate. You want us to unite with these nutbag and these loonies? Make mental asylums great again. That's what I say. Okay. I said I was going to end this on a high note. It's going to be kind of an emotional high note. This right here is absolutely fantastic. I want to share this video right here, which is heartbreaking, but I think there's some closure here. Our author, Frank Turek, who was in the SUV when Charlie Kirk was rushed to the hospital, tells this story. Turn up your volume, perk up your ears. You don't want to miss this. Watch.
Now, here's what Erica wants me to relate on Sunday. This is going to be the hard part, but maybe also the comforting part. Charlie Kirk was literally like a son to me. I have 3 sons. He was like my 4th son. My 3 sons are a little bit older than Charlie. He was like my 4th son. So when he was hit, if your son got hit, what would you do? What would you do? I got in the car. Because if there was any way I could save him, I had to do something. And I couldn't just take him. You guys got it. So they got him into the side of the car. It was an SUV. It was the SUV we took over. And I'm on one side, and there's actually some video of this. Somebody's taking video of this. I'm on one side of the car, the right side, and they're getting Charlie in. So I run over to the other side, but the guy who was dragging him in is now blocking that entrance. So at that point, I run around to the back. I pop the back gate open, and I jump in the back. The car lurches forward. Apparently somebody jumped in the car. So the car lurches forward. So I almost fall out of the car, the SUV. Then I grab the thing and close it. And there's 5 of us in the car now. Justin is driving. Dan is up front with the GPS. Rick has got him. Rick's on my left, and Brian is there, and I'm coming over the back seat, and Charlie's laid out in front, just right in front of me. And Charlie's so tall, we can't close the door. We drove 4 miles, I don't know, it's 4 something miles, all the way to the hospital with the door open. To this day, I don't know how Brian stayed in the car, because we're just go. We're trying to stop the bleeding. You saw it. And I'm yelling, come on, Charlie, come on. Meanwhile, my phone is still on. My son and daughter-in-law are hearing this whole thing. And his security team, again, Justin, Dan, Brian, and Rick, they love Charlie. But they were much cooler than I mean, they're just carrying out, they're calmly, but they're swiftly doing exactly what they were trained to do. Rick starts praying out loud. I'm praying out loud. We're yelling, come on, let's go. My son's hearing all this. And we're doing the best we can to navigate traffic. This is not a highway. We're on surface streets. And suddenly there's an ambulance coming toward us. And there was conversation in the car. Should we stop? We're like, no, just keep going. The doctor later said that was the right thing to do. Ambulance goes by us. We're still heading to the hospital, trying to get there. At one point, somebody says, let's get there in one piece, because we're cutting through intersections. We're just beeping the horn. This is not a emergency vehicle. There's no lights. There's none of this. And I go, we got to start CPR. So I try and start that. Now, Charlie wasn't there. His eyes were fixed. He wasn't looking at me. He was looking past me right into eternity. He was with Jesus already. He was killed instantly and felt absolutely no pain. That's what I was told later. But of course, we had to try. And by the way, there was just nothing any of us could do about it. We were giving him CPR, but nothing was happening. It wasn't like if we had better first aid or we had better medical facilities or we were faster to the hospital, we could have saved him. We couldn't. So if that's any comfort at all, Charlie didn't suffer. He was gone. He was with Jesus, absent from the body, present with the Lord. That's where he was. Now, it is true, when we got to the hospital and they started working on him right away, they did get a pulse back. And so Rick and I were just, everyone's praying. We're just praying for a miracle. We had a small sliver of hope. And the doctor later said that we got a pulse because Charlie was a very healthy man, but the shot was catastrophic. So 20 or 30 minutes later, the surgeon came out and said he was dead.
That's just unbelievable. I wonder what you guys think of that. Wow. It's kind of a loss of words. Watch it every time. I've only seen that video a couple of times, and this is, every time I see it, it's hard to talk. Let me know what you think in the comments. We are going to be going live on Sunday, the 21st, for the memorial. If you happen to be watching this before that, we would love it if you join us. Make sure you subscribe. Please tap that thumbs up so that we can engage more people. AOC, the squad, Crockett, all these people. Let them know what you think, especially the 58 Democrats who voted against this and the 38 who just said they were present. Let them know what you think. You can take action. And by the way, they all watch our show. All their staff, the White House, even Caroline Levitt, Stephen, they all let them know what you think in the comments down below. And also, I love hearing where you're joining me from. It just really is something that I literally love it. Like, I love New Zealand, Australia, UK, Germany, South Africa, Brazil, Florida. I love it. Let me know what city, state, country in the comments down below. I just love hearing it. Please. I can't wait to hear from you. Check out these videos coming up on the screen right here. Tap my face right here to subscribe and follow. It's free. And as always, may God bless you. May God bless Charlie Kirk. And may God bless the USA and all who defend her. I'll see you soon.